Hello. Welcome to Sunday. But show, congrats on being the first one here. You redeemed the first ticket, so you're the very first person to show up. But Mixbot, Alex, the Madhouse Within, Polychromatica, great name. Lou, Skirmish, Violet Cat Art, Insp01. Hello, welcome. I was here first. Nope, whoever has the first ticket was the very first one here. Hence, the first ticket. But welcome. So, today, Joro, hello. We will be tuning some Rika AI, which is in the program SynthV, for a cover of Milgram's song Afterpain. You can listen to the song here. I'm not going to play it on stream just yet, so you're probably just going to hear the vocals. I will play how Rika sounds untuned because she sounds pretty great, but I'm not going to play the full song itself because I don't own that. So we're just jumping right into tuning this. So yeah, let's see. I will go right into Synth V. This is Synthesizer V, and this is Koharu Rika. Is she loud? Is she quiet? I'll play a bit more.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない
That's Rika. Alright. Oh yeah, the background music. Turn down? I'll just turn it off. We'll just have some awkward silence. Alright, so let's get the tuning. Listen again? Oh, you'll hear it again. Love Rika, but whenever I use her somehow I end up making her sound like Teto? Oh no. Weird. I know the joke is that Genbu can be like Teto, right? If we pull Genbu out right here.
What up?
He's louder. And then we just, what is it? Is it this? No.
What up?
Yeah.
What up? 私がいなくなれば
That's like Teto, right? That's like the joke. Anyways. Let's get to Rika. Oh, you can't see the drop down. That's kind of sad. I have Rika AI.
私がいなくなれば
I'm contemplating doing the auto pitch tuning and just mildly tweaking that because her auto pitch tuning is pretty good.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったの
Thanks for the follow. I might do that. But how are you guys? What have you been up to?
What?
Auto tuning my beloved, right?
What?
Let's see. I think I want to make this a bit more flat. I'm not sure.
What?
Nah. Doing all right. Just got done playing some Minecraft. Nice. I hope you won.
What?
Quite all right. How about you? I'm doing pretty good.
What?
I'm having a bit of a hectic... I realize I'm going to be much busier than this month than I had anticipated, which is fine, but a bit unexpected.
私が
Dakota, hello. You're not late at all.
私が
No.
私が
I guess I'll leave that, whatever. Oh, I wanted to see, can I do like the end breath things?
私が
Ooh, yeah.
私が
Okay.
私が いな、いなく、いなくな、くな、くなれば、くなれば、
Thanks for the follow. Just listen to the song. It's a good song. It's very happy. It's very good. There's no dramatic parts whatsoever.
いなくなれば、いなくなれば、いなくなれば、消え、
There's some notes I don't even have to tune.
消え、れば、
Having trouble with how Tsurumaki Maki English AI is pronouncing R? They are the second letter in the word? Like the word from? Oh, like from? Like it's really slow? You can take the phonemes and put it on the previous note, you know? That's how I fix it.
れば、
I would show you, but almost everything that I've done that in is a secret right now. So,
れば、
does she have breath samples? Can she breathe?
れば、よ、
Nope.
れば、よか、
What's this?
れば、よ、 れば、 よ、
Who do you think is the most high quality Synthfy voice bank so far? Oh, I think they're all quite ridiculous. Oh, I know. Jingsu? Jingsu, the new Dreamtonics Chinese voice bank just sounds like a lady. It's like ridiculous. She is ridiculously high quality. Thanks for the follow.
よか、よか、よか、
I think I want these notes to connect, but I still want the ah to be very short because it's like yokata,
よかったの、
like that.
たの、
I remember with Vocaloid you could do like the hu as an end breath sometimes.
たの、
Alright. So far we've got
私がいなくなれば、消えればよかったの。もき、
so I think I want that mole to be longer.
もきちゃった。
Thanks for the follow. Let's see. How's your day going? My day's going pretty good. I found out I'm gonna have to fill out like a like file a tax document or something for a thing. And I'm like, do I need to? Probably.
もきちゃ、
So I'm trying to work up the courage to deal with that.
もきちゃった。
Who am I tuning? Rika. Koharu Rika. Speaking of phonemes, does strength have too many consonants? Oh, it has a lot. Imagine writing a song and fitting like in eighth notes. Let's see, what could you do? Ghosts, strengths, and then what's another annoying one? I don't know, but if you had to sing like ghosts, strengths like really fast, that'll be annoying.
もきちゃ、
Oh yeah, hold on. I can always just where is it? I could just put Rika there.
もきちゃった。もきちゃった。もきちゃった。 もう来ちゃったしもう来ちゃったし
Let's see. I think I could tune the main vocals for this pretty fast.
たし
I think I could do it before the stream ends. Do we want to make a prediction? Do you guys think I could do it? All right. You guys have 10 minutes to predict. Nope, it's just tuning the main vocals.
もう来ちゃったしちゃ
Could do it in 5 seconds? Oh no, I've done it in 5 seconds. It's fine. Wait a minute.
しちゃった
I suppose I can show you. I think I have a test mix already done. Which means that's why it doesn't include mixing. You just heard the FL sound. I'm sorry. Where is it? So if I switch to FL, I used the Rika auto tuning. This is how she sounds without my tuning at all.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない特別意味はない
And I have the harmonies here too for later.
ねを聞いたのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらないねえなんで痛い痛い痛いのやめてくれないの
Oh wow.
乾いちゃってどうしたらごめん
Robot Shtick? Robot Shtick, thanks for the follow. I mean, the subscription. Wow, thank you. That's more than a follow, it's a subscription. All right, let's get back to this. Thank you, though. Oh, Robotic Chick. My bad. Robotics Chick. That's it. Thanks for the sub. I tried so hard. Can't read. All right. But yeah, this is just Rika without any tune. Like, this is just the auto tuning. Isn't that wild?
痛い痛い痛いのやめてくれないの乾いちゃってどうしたらごめんの魔法はきっと聞き飽きちゃったんだねでも多分私も悪いところはあるからさこれできっといいのかも生きてるを感じたよ息してもいいのかな教えてごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよ
Yeah. What improvisation do you use when you auto-tune? I just set it to the default, like 50. Cynthia has great potential. It's super good. The fact that you can get vocals rendered like this just the second that you input the lyrics, that's like ridiculous, you know? It's so wild. Chevio AI can do that too, but they breathe a lot. So it's you can't immediately chuck a compressor on them. Because, okay, I get it. Humans breathe. I overcompress, so breath samples are very loud. But humans don't breathe how Chevio AI vocals breathe. Wait. Well, now I need to show you what I mean. Because I think I rendered this out as a test with Ia when I got her. Oh, where'd I put it? Is it this one?
わた
Oh yeah. So this is Ia. And like she's gonna sound great, but she's gonna have asthma.
私が いなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない特別意味はないの外れを引いたのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらないねえなんで痛い痛い痛いのやめてくれない
No, but she does sound great though.
けどしたらごめんの魔法はきっと聞き飽きちゃったんだね
She just breathes so much.
私も悪いところはあるからさこれできっといいのかも生きてるを感じたいよ息してもいいのかな教えてごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよ明日に行きたくはない昨日は忘れたい私はとて
Yeah. So yeah, the parts where she doesn't breathe every note, she goes off. She sounds so good, but she breathes every other note. Yeah, yeah, she does sound amazing. Breaths aside, right? And then also she kind of, I don't know if she can do fast notes. Is this are these the fast notes?
ねえな
No, it's like over here, right?
忘れて痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死に化粧ほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による思想返す刃は一緒あなたが好きよ痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死に化粧ほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による思想返す刃は一緒あなたが好きよ
Like Ia AI, so good. I was upset the second I heard people start to use her. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I pre-ordered her. She's so good, but she breathes so much. Because I agree, the breathing makes her sound more realistic, but to an extent. No human, if you're singing like this, you're singing wrong.
私がいなくなれ
You know, I don't even think I can do that without like giving myself an like asthma attack. Like, 私がいなくなれば消え Yeah, that's already like I'm hyperventilating. Like, don't try and breathe that much. You can breathe too much. You genuinely can. Don't do it. But other than that, like especially there's some parts where it's like she gets the vibe of the song down somehow. Like the
あなたが好きよ痛みの中で会いましょう
you know, like she just Ia's great. I'm not tuning this cover with Ia, but I love Ia. Ia's great. Anyways, let's go back to Rika. So what do we have so far?
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃった
Alright. Oh, why did it jump me back there? Alright.
しちゃったしちゃったこしちゃったこ
I want this to have like the end breath sound.
しちゃったこん
But maybe I could just put it on this note rather than actually have it be a separate note.
たこ
This is tuned. I'm tuning this, yeah.
しちゃったここんこんなにこんなにも
Also, I'm doing these slides thing. The sliders down here control the length. So like if I want this to be like
こんなにも
kon nanimo or kon like nanimo.
こんなにも
Oh, thanks for the follow. And wow, Chokochi. Wow, thank you so much for the raid. Playing Genshin Impact. Nice. I hope you won. Thanks for the follow. We are doing some vocal synth tuning today. I am tuning Koharu Rika, this character, to sing the song After Pain from Milgram. So we're basically doing vocal synth stuff.
も
It's fun.
もう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも
And did I leave the auto tuning on here? No, I didn't. Did I? I think I did. How difficult is all this to work in perfect sync? Like the vocal synth? It's pretty easy, I would say. But I've been doing it for far too long. I do think Synthesizer V, the program I'm using, is very easy to get started, and it has a free iteration, so there's no like cost to get into it, you know? How are you? I'm doing good. I hope you had a fun stream. Thank you. Pro at work. Oh, shucks. I've just
私
spent too much time on this. I think vocal synths are neat. And tuning voices is just fun, you know?
私は
Is Rika your favorite Synthiloid, or do you have another favorite? Circus, you're literally professional. Oh wait, you're right. I think I kind of am. Who's my favorite? I think I really like I like Rika a lot, but I also like Maki a lot, but I never bought Maki's Japanese bank. They don't sound as good because I don't have an AI bank, but I do kind of still love the Kotonohas like a lot.
私がいな
Are you okay?
いなくなれば消えればい
They're kind of weird. It's because of the breathing thing. I messed up there, but they're very cutesy, but I still kind of love them.
よかったのにもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない特別意味はないのはずれを引いたの
I like them. Saki AI is also ridiculous. She doesn't have a design. She's just an S. But she's very natural, I suppose.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない
Saki is so good. Oh, Saki's standard? Oh yeah, she's got a completely different tone. It's kind of wild.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない
Oh, but my favorite synth V has gotta be Hai. She's a Chinese synth V, so she can't sing this.
私が
She'll try. But this one's my favorite. She's very cute. She's super good. And she can belt. She's got great high notes. Great voice, very cute design. She's got a little jellyfish hat. Like, do you see that? See that? So cute. So yeah, I think I completely forgot that the Quad Dimension Girls existed for a moment. I was so focused on like the Japanese ones that I forgot. The obvious answer to my favorite synth is Hai. Hai's really good. I love Hai.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない
Alright. Bug, hello.
私は
I'm trying to think. I don't think I need to tune that. I think that sounds fine.
いらない
But I do think this iranai should be like iranai, you know?
いらない
Yeah, like that. Solaria? Have you heard of Solaria? Formerly known as Solaris, but now her name is Solaria. She's not out yet. So I can't say. Henri's not out yet. Eleanor AI isn't out yet. Of all the ones that are released so far, I have to judge a voice bank whether, like, the initial impression of if I'm gonna buy them, is very high. I'm gonna buy all of them. I'm gonna buy Henri, obviously Solaria. I've already pledged. I'm gonna get Solaria like twice. I think I'm getting her box twice, literally. I think I'm getting Eleanor AI twice. I think I messed up. And I so I'm gonna buy them, but I can't fully judge them until I use them, you know? Also, Kafu is a Chevio AI with Ia. Kafu, Kiritan, Yukari Rei, Ia AI, One AI, Sato Sasara. I think those are all the commercial Chivio AI voice banks right now that sing, right? I think those are the like 5 that are available right now. There's more announced, but those are the ones that are available right now, I think. I hope I'm not missing anyone. But yeah.
私は血はいらない
I do forever, like, I really want to know what Flower Chevio AI would sound like.
Thanks for subscribing
Oh wow, Neo Pessimist. Thank you so much for the 3-month sub and the 2-month streak. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. If you could choose any vocal synth from another software to get a SynthV voice bank, who would you choose? Okay, so like AI voice, right? Like SynthV AI. Probably one of the V3 girls who were done dirty by Vocaloid's engine. You know? Chica, Kokone, Mew. Like, any of those ones that have incredible singers behind them, but Vocaloid 3 just made them sound like the same. Like, the Vocaloid did Mew so dirty. and Chica, too. I don't know about Kokone. I don't know who her voice actress is, but, like, just one of those, I think. I would want to see them get an AI voice bank for SynthV, just as, like, redemption, like, retribution for Vocaloid being so mean to them. I wouldn't really use it, but I just really want to see it because I'm also content with what we're getting so far. Like my selfish answer, of course, will be something like, I don't know, like Dyna or Sonica SynthV or something. But they're fine on Vocaloid. I don't think Vocaloid like ruined their voice, or didn't fulfill the potential that their voice actors had. Whereas, same with Gumi. Like I think Vocaloid works very well for Gumi. But I think the ones that I would want to be ported to SynthV are the ones that I think didn't reach their max potential with Vocaloid. Because I think the Vocaloid engine works for some voices, but it really holds others back. And I think Mew and Chica are prime examples. And Mayu even. Like a lot of the V3 Lloyds that have great singers behind them just end up sounding the same. I think SynthV could fix that.
私はいらないらない
Oh, that's not a good... What do you have?
らない
No! Sorry.
Iらない I いらない。いらない。
There we go. We're getting there.
いらない。
Alright.
よかったの。もう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない。
Also, did I respond to the what you said, Polychromatica, about the rumor that Kokone was just a scrapped Gumi voice bank? I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna assume no. I think it's always better to assume no. You don't want to make assumptions, because she does pronounce things after having bought her. She does pronounce things differently than Gumi does. But also, Gumi has just... Megumi Nakajima has a ridiculous range. So, I don't think it's actually a scrapped Gumi voice bank, but if someone told me it was, I would be like, I can see it, you know?
別 別 別 別 意味は
One thing I like about tuning Synthvi over tuning Chevio AI is if I right-click while tuning a pitch bend, it corrects it. It pitch corrects it, like it flattens it to the pitch of the note. So
意味は
I don't have to like try and figure out how to properly like, is that in the middle of the note? I don't know, you know, like draw it.
意味はな意味はな
Oh, Dakota, you deemed hydration. Okay, hold on.
意味はないの
Let me finish this line.
意味はないの
Do I want that like that? I could make it shorter. Because I like how the H's sound at the end, but
の
that's better. That's much better.
意味はないの
Yeah, okay. Oh, I need to save this as like a... That is the wrong folder. Alright, so. Hello. You know what they say? If an entire Twitch chat drinks water at the same time... Wait, that's not it. Something will happen. So, grab your water or something hydrating, an electrolyte drink, something, I don't know, Gator Powerade, vitamin water, I don't know, something that's not coffee or soda or soup or tea, something hydrating, okay? Get that. And if an entire Twitch chat drinks water at the same time, and it's been rumored that something will happen. So on the count of 3, drink with me. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Water. Hydration. Delicious. Oh. Nothing happened. It's okay. Nothing ever happened. One of these days it will happen. One of these days you guys will all hydrate at the same time, and then whatever will happen will happen. One of these days. Thank you for reminding me to actually drink the water I have instead of my Monster anytime. That's what hydration is for. Not only do I, Mr. Streamer, hydrate, but I force you to as well. I don't force. I encourage you to as well. Also, thanks for the follow. Really like your avatar? Oh, thank you. Hehe. Oh, you can see my background. Wait a minute. You should not look at my background. Synthfee. Okay. Now my background's a mess and also contains many things you shouldn't look at. Yeah. Like, genuinely, Synthfee sometimes glitches out like that. I should probably hide stuff on my desktop because there's some stuff. Thankfully, my stream's at low quality today, so you can't even read this, right? Hopefully not, because there's stuff on there that I might actually get in trouble for if people see. It's like signed contracts, and if it gets out, it's bad secrets. Which I know that's just enticing you to look more, but don't do it. Don't do it. Should I put them away just in case again? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't normally... I was thinking about that before stream. I was like, I should put all this stuff in a folder, right? I should just chuck it all in there. But it should be fine. It's not. It wasn't. I was like, I'm not going to be showing my desktop today. I never do that. Okay, I think if anything gets visible from that, just blame Synthv. That Synthv glitch is the reason of that all of that happening. Why does Synthv do that glitch? Now I'm mad. I'm going through all the stages of like grief. Alright. Also, I still have the vocalist poll AVI. Like that's still on here. Where did I put that? Why is it... What scene is it still being used by? Not that one. Not that one. It was that one. It was in the VRV screen. Okay, now I can move that off of my desktop. Well. Now I can show you my background if that glitch happens again. Hopefully it doesn't. Synthv. Synthesizer V. Miss Synthesizer Dream Tonics V.
意味はないの意味はずはずはずはずレオ
I think I want this to have like the end breath sound.
レオキ
Smooth? Oh yeah, Synthv AI is ridiculously good.
キ聞いたの
Can I make this extended just a little bit?
聞いたの 聞いたの
I mean, I could, but I have to fix the pitch. But you know what? That's fine.
聞いたの聞いたのもき
Alright, and I still want this note to be like held out.
もき
I gotta say, this song has a very long intro. Well, very long first verse.
もきちゃった
Which is fine. It works for it. But it's very slow tuning because it's a lot of notes.
もきちゃったし
With a lot of pauses.
もきちゃったし
Oh, what's everyone's favorite synth V? You asked mine, did I ask yours?
しちゃった
It's a Milgram cover? Yes, it is. Release? No, it could be any that are coming up, as long as they're coming up feasibly. Like, don't say, oh, the male Dreamtonic's voice bank. Like, we've heard one line. We don't know what he sounds like, okay? That's not a valid answer right now. I get it. We need male vocals, but come on. Like Gembu? Oh, Gembu's really good. Henri sounds so pretty, right?
もきちゃったしちゃしちゃった
Me typing, I love the English mail they teased as you said that. I'm so sorry, Polychromatica. But you gotta admit, we don't even know the guy. We barely met him.
しちゃった
So many options, yeah. Tsurumaki, yeah, Maki's so good. Love her.
し
Love using Saki. Oh, Saki's so good. Eleanor? Oh, yeah. Eleanor feels like the Sonica of Synth V to me. Does that make sense? Except the difference is that Eleanor's like super good. But like impact-wise, like vibes-wise, Eleanor has the same like cult classic vibes that Sonica has to like Vocaloid 2 fans. You know what I mean? I just think that Eleanor and Sonica would be friends.
しちゃったこんこんなにも こんなにも
First thing I think of when I hear the name Rika is Rika from Hollow Stars? Ooh, which one's that?
こんなにもこん
Positive beating. Because I think, oh, who do I think of when I think of Rika? Kind of Cinderella Girls, right? Like Rika Jokasaki? No, wait, that's Mika. No, wait, Mika and Rika. That's two of them, right? Yeah.
こんなにも
Pinky and Airhead Robot. Oh!
私私はちはいな
Hmm.
ちはいな いらな
Maybe a slower transition for this one? That sounds kind of fun.
いらない
No. Fast. Fast is the way to go. Because the song's about to pick up anyways.
いらないねえな
Can I put like a vocal, like a glottal stop here? Would that be okay?
ねえなねえなん
I do kind of like this, what happened here, but it was weirdly timed.
ねえなんで
There we go. How's the tuning going? Pretty good. Also, good morning, Cisco. Hello. I found out recently that most AI voice banks have this little phoneme that like makes vocal fry and stuff like that. It's very fun. Like I could probably put that here too. Because I think this part in the original song is like ita ino, you know, like it has ita ita it, like there's that pause there. I could probably do that.
でいたいたでいたいたいたいでいたいたいたいたいのやめてくてくれなてくれないの
Hasn't even been an hour yet. It feels like longer. I'm sorry. I'm doing the opposite of making time go fast by fast. I'm making time slow down.
てくれないの
Official name for the CL? I think is like closed. That's what I always interpreted it as. Like it's closing. Like a closure or whatever.
てくれないの てくれないのか
Look at our Redeem Circus swears. Really? Oh, I thought you were going to redeem another hydration. Okay. Well, what do you want me to say?
ねえなんで痛い
It's your pick.
でいたでいたいた
What's the good times? I don't even have a water gun. Okay. I'll do that though. Well, all right. So, if you have me on speaker, or if you have me audible to anyone that should not be hearing a swear, or if it will negatively affect them, please mute me for the duration that this swear warning is on screen. Okay? So I will get rid of this warning when I stop swearing. Okay? So, am I muted? Okay? All right. So what? She just want me to say like, listen here, you little shit. Is that good enough? Oh wait, no, I have to stop. Listen here, you little shh. It. Was that it? Either way, swear's done. No longer swearing. I hope that was enough. I hope that was worthy of your 4,200 channel points. You made my day. I'm glad.
ねえなんで痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いの痛いのやのやめ
With every point.
のやめてくてくてくれてくれ てくれないないの
I think I picked Rika because, okay, I have a lot of covers planned for 2022. I guess I should preface.
かわ
I'm going to try and use almost every one of my vocal synths in a cover in 2022. That's my goal.
かわいい
So what this means is that I'm tuning Rika now, but that means that I will never be tuning Rika at all in 2022. I want you guys to know that.
かわいちゃ
This is the one Rika cover of 2022. But I picked Rika for this song because her vocal tone really fits it. Like, if you heard the original, like, I'll link it again. Her vocal tone super fits it.
乾いちゃって
I have a whole spreadsheet of covers planned. Rice helped make it. Rice made it entirely, actually.
でど
I didn't help whatsoever, really.
でどうしでどうしたしたらしたら
That one's kind of old. It's the first one I made. I bet I could improve it. I mean, go for it if you want to. What cover is Solaria planned for? Oh, let me check. Did I put Solaria on there? I might have. Oh, she's on there, but she doesn't have a song planned. We don't have a cover picked. I don't know if I want to say any of them until I do them, you know? But there's some that I think I might swap that I could say, like, funny ideas for. Let's see, what's one that I'm thinking I might swap? Okay, so... yeah. There's a few... let's see. So the ones that don't have covers yet are Siyu, Moku, Yenha, Solaria, Chika, and Kokone. There's a lot of songs here in the maybes pile. We've got... because we're like, what songs do we want to cover? You know? What songs would be fun? I need to give someone undercover, because I'm trying to cover, like, almost every single Milgram song. Spoilers, sorry. But I didn't pick who would be S. The rest of them I've kind of assigned vibes, you know? But who would be S? Siyu? Siyu has a Japanese voice bank. Oh no, I'll think about this more later.
でどうしたらごめん
Oh, Rice is also helping to do... you might have noticed on my second channel, which... do I have a bot command for that? It's actually like my two of three channels, YouTube channels right now. My covers have started to get thumbnails. Some of them have thumbnails, and Rice has been making those. So let's see. There's only one legal way to get Siyu now. Yeah, I got her. I bought her. I got the, like, limited edition. Let's see. So that's my cover that I most recently sang. What are you making? I'm making a cover of Afterpain with Rika. Let's see. So my second channel, where did I put that? So I have a Patreon. Music. I'll make a new command then. I'll call it... what should I call it? Covers? Covers feels like confusing, but yeah, that's my channel. I'll call it covers with the plural S for now, because I don't know if I'll keep. Oh, I could just do the Cheez-Its command. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna save that, and now it should be this. Does that link work? It does. That's me. So that's where I'm gonna be posting all my covers, like this one. And speaking of, now that I can just show you like my monitor, I suppose, which is kind of funny. Wait, do I have anything here that's incriminating actually? No, it's fine. My background changed, but I can show you. Where is it? Rice is already preparing thumbnails for certain songs. So I can show you that Rice already drew a thumbnail for this song. This is Rika. It's also very tiny. It was like originally this size. This is the original size. So I'm like zooming in. But I love it. I think Rice did a great job with it. So I'm excited. So a few of my covers in 2022 should get their own little thumbnails too. But let's get back to tuning, because there are people's channel points on the line of if I'm gonna finish this by the end of the stream or not, and we are an hour in. This definitely needs like a vibrato, right? Like, Gomen no maho wa kitto. Welcome back. I have little commands on the side of I have a fancy gamer mouse because I used to play World of Warcraft, which I'm trying not to play because I'm tired of Blizzard. But I still have the gamer mouse. So I have a bunch of buttons on the side of it, and I've mapped them to some of the commands. Like if I press one button, it will swap between like drawing, you know, like pitch bends, and just oh, I messed that up. And like selecting notes, you know, which is a great thing to have. Here when it goes, ooh, you could have a bit of growl. I don't think Synth V has growl. I'm sorry. That's a Vocaloid thing. That's not a Synth V thing. Yeah, Alt 1 and 2. And then this one will swap between this and this. So Alt 1 and so this will swap between the selecting thing and then the pencil, you know? And then this Alt 3 will swap between these two things. So yeah, some macros. Pro only feature? I don't think so. It should be under like where is it? Shortcuts? I don't know if they list out all the shortcuts. You forget about what I said. Sorry. It's okay. I do think it would be fun, like the go man, you know, like the go meh part. Working on a cover? Yeah, hello, welcome. I am working on a cover of this Afterpain from Milgram. This is one of you been collabing with Cheez-Its. That's why I'm contemplating renaming that channel, but I kind of love the fact that the name of that channel is a brand name because it means no matter what, I can never, ever commercialize that channel. Because I am in no way affiliated with Cheez-Its. but it's really funny. And that channel is meant to be there only for fun. I'm never going to commercialize it. So having the name stay that might be a good idea.
ごめんの魔法はきっと聞き飽きちゃ
What's a Cheez-It? It's like a little rice cracker. It's rice? It's not made of rice. What's it made of? Wheat? It's made of wheat. It's like a little cheese cracker. It's square. It's made of food. It's orange. It's very orange. Are Cheez-Its and Cheetos not the same thing? Very different. Cheetos are puffed. Those are... No, that's not rice, is it? No, Cheetos are puffed something, but they're covered in cheese. Whereas Cheez-Its are little square crackers that are coated in cheese. Dust, basically.
聞き飽きちゃった
Corn? Yeah.
聞き飽きちゃった
That makes sense. Corn sounds right, I think. I think you're right on that. I think it is corn.
聞き飽きちゃ
Oh, they're just the same thing with different name in different countries? No.
ちゃったん
Description of a cheese is the best thing. I'm glad you think so.
ちゃったんだ
This is why I'm not officially sponsored by them, because I would be so bad at that.
たんだたんだね 聞き飽きちゃったんだね
This one has a gloss up here, like Demo Tabuten, right? Tabuten?
でも多分は
Right?
でも
Whoops. Delphic, hello.
でも多分多分は
Want to try Cheez-Its? They're alright. They're yummy, but like,
は
they're not life-changing. I made that channel name up not because of my immense love for Cheez-Its. I don't like even eat them too often. It was one of those instances of, you know, someone had a recommendation of like, oh, what should I make my online username? And someone else will be like, just look around and name yourself after something in your room. And I was just happened to be eating cheeses at the time. So
私
that's why I named my channel that.
私も ちもは
I still have to live with that because I have to like... I think I can say this because it's a different variation. It has been posted on like websites that I really wish they wouldn't post it because this isn't my business email anymore. But a variation of my YouTube channel name is the main email I've used for like miscellaneous stuff since I was like 14. And remember, I posted about getting those Animal Crossing cards at GameStop. I had to give them my email because I like signed up for GameStop or whatever. And they were like, it's like, no matter, like, if you give them an email like that, they're going to comment on it, you know? Like, and I'm one of those people who I don't want it to be commented on, but I haven't made a new main email in so long. I should just do it. I should just make like Circus Percus at Gmail or something and just and start using that. But I don't know.
私も悪い悪いと悪いと
Oh, speaking of Ito, what do you guys think of the new Genshin character? Do you guys play Genshin Impact?
悪いと
I gotta say, no hate to his English voice actor because he does sound great. He's not what I expected. He kind of sounds like Sonic to me.
いところはいところは
But I heard that his Japanese voice actor is like one of the singer from what is it, TM Revolution or whatever. That's wild, right?
ころは
Like the dancing boxes. Was that Cheez-Its idea or yours? Oh, I am Cheez-Its, if that's what you mean.
ころは
So that was my idea. Like that channel's run by me. I'm the person who makes all the covers on that channel.
ころはあるころはある
Non-Genshin. I don't really like Ito personally. Definitely gonna skip him. That's valid. He's made for simp whaling. He is, but like we haven't had like Genshin hasn't had like a big buff dude. Technically, I think they still don't, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, but this is the closest we're getting. So
ころはある
I have very high standards for big buff characters in video games. At bare minimum, it's gonna be Vayne Grand Blue Fantasy. He barely counts.
ころはあるか
Barely.
あるからさあるからさ
I want to put a vibrato there.
あるからさあるからさ
Willy Wonka isn't buff, right? But what if he was? What if they did a remake of the Charlie and the Willy Wonka and the? What if they made a remake of the chocolate factory and they made Willy Wonka like buff?
でも多分私も悪いところはあるからさ
Like the same plot as the most recent remake, so it would be kind of mediocre. But just instead of Johnny Depp, you just get like a really, really buff person.
これ
You get The Rock to be Willy Rock. Sorry, that joke wasn't quite as funny.
これでこれできっと
You should make a Willy Wonka voice bank? Oh, maybe. That'd be fun.
とい
Who moves to Hershey? Pennsylvania? I mean, everyone's gonna live somewhere. You know all those joke towns? You know, like that one place is just called like, what is it? Like there's a place called Butt, right? There's a lot of those joke towns that people are like, oh, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna take a world tour, and I'm gonna go to like Pea Creek to Butt, you know, like as a joke. People have to live there. You know, every town has a name. If a town has a name, it's a town. People live in said town. And they're not all jokesters. Let's move to Pea Creek. People live in Pea Creek. People like, just because it's funny doesn't mean it's not real. Batman Turkey. Disappointment Island. But like imagine, like you decide to settle down and it's a wonderful, you find a wonderful location. It's like on the coast, or I don't know, it's close to like amenities or what, it's whatever you want to settle down and live for the rest of your life with like your family, and has a good school if you want kids, and it has no schools if you hate kids, you know, like it's the perfect place. And then it's just named something like Croissant, Pennsylvania, you know? like, I mean, that's fine. People live there, you know? And then you go to Croissant University. Your kids grow up and they're like, go croissants, you know? I live in the candy carnival. There's nothing funny about that. So yeah, no matter how silly a town's name is, someone lives there and someone loves it. So I don't know what the point of this rant was.
きっといいのかも。いいのかも。いいのかも。
I was about to ask a question, but I don't want you guys to dox yourselves. So don't give me any answers that's in your state, okay? But what's the funniest town name that you remember from outside of your state or where you live? Like nothing too close to where you live, okay? Don't dox yourself. But like, what's the funniest town name that you've ever heard?
Mo.
Oh yeah, that one. I forgot about that one. Oh yeah, that Austria place. Disappointment Island is still a good one. Dull Scotland. Oh, they weren't lying. The Scotland do be dull.
いいのかも。生きてる。
Gable. Starbuck? Oh wow. Yeehaw Junction? Is that a real place? Yeehaw Junction? PP Creek. Oh yeah, it wasn't Pea Creek, it's PP Creek. I forgot about that. Well.
生き
Those sure are town names, huh? And you know, people live there. Like real serious, like old people, they like live there for their whole lives.
生きてる。
Someone has been a proud PP Creek native for like their entire life, you know?
生きてる。てる。てるか。 てるか。
Popov. Popov. 2 towns in Austria called? Oh, wow, that's wild. Hell, Michigan. That one's pretty good. Welcome to Hell. Enjoy your stay. Mom, this is Hell in a cross-country road trip. Oh, me too. Oh, I did that too. Except that was just Florida. Raphael called these mom humor souvenirs like greetings from hell. Dream place to live? Hell. That one in Austria? I think they ended up renaming it. Yeah. I still like the town of Accident where people from there are called accidentals. Oh. Whenever they try and sing, are they out of key? Get it? Because they're accidentals? Oh no. That was... Thank you for sharing me about that trivia. That made my day. That was so good. Ira, read. I can't even say that one out loud, but that's hilarious. There's a place called Why Not? Oh, Hillary Duff. So true, the mayor of Why Not. What'd you walk into? Just the best city, town, whatever names we've ever heard. It's just filled with cats. It's like Cat Island. So true. Gosh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over accidentals. Oh, okay, that makes sense, but that is hilarious. I feel like I can't just casually go back to tuning after all these revelations and all these town names. I feel like I'm just burdened with all this knowledge and I'm trying to live my life, but I can't. Accidentals? Buttville? Hell? The burden of knowledge. It's all started because someone has a friend moving to Hershey. Yeah. Oh, you're right. This all started because of Hershey, Pennsylvania. You know, if you think about it, a place that's named after a brand, it's probably existed before the brand has, right? Because I know that in like Virginia, right, there's like Bethesda, right? Like there's like Bethesda exists as a town, and that's where Skyrim was born. Bob Skyrim. And he went on to call Todd Howard and was like, I've got a great idea for a game.
のかな
And then they made Fallout.
のかな
That's how the story goes, I think. It's in Maryland? Oh, Maryland, Virginia, they're the same thing.
な息してもいいのかな教えて教えて教えて
It's a great place name. Boring in Oregon? Oh, that sounds right. What's your spirit, Florida man? I don't know what this means. I don't know enough of the Florida men. What has, I guess the better question is, what hasn't a Florida man done, right? So I could just make something up and say a Florida man has done it, and it would probably sound true, right?
Oshi.
Why is there a town named Y? I don't know. We need to find out how and who and when. And then when we put all those towns together, you get
Oshi.
a plot.
教えて
All right, we've gotten up to the chorus. So how does this sound so far?
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない特別意味はないの外れを聞いたのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらないねえなんで痛いのやめてくれないの乾いちゃってどうしたらごめんの魔法はきっと聞き飽きちゃったんだねでも多分私も悪いところはあるからさこれできっといいのかも生きてるを感じたよ息してもいいのかな教えてごめんなさい
Alright, now we're at this part.
ごめんなさいは届かないよ
いつか届くかな
Also, have you guys heard the difference between like Rika and her, like Rika AI and Rika Standard?
息してもいいのかな教えてごめんなさいは届かないよいつか届くかなごめんなさいは届かないよいつか届くか
She's very cute, but I do like AI.
ごめんなさいは届かない
いつ
よ
か届く
Yeah, I can see, like, I think I know that I like a character and their voice bank when I like both their standard and their AI. Because I feel bad. The only reason I'm not, like, obsessed with Maki is I like Maki's AI, but Maki's standard voice bank is kind of not horrible. I would use it. Maybe. But not as much. You know? Eleanor AI sounds way more mature on the other hand, and I love that for her. She's finally released from Night Court prison. Because I don't know, it was common knowledge, but I mean, I know that not everyone knows everything. But Eleanor was pitched up for her standard voice bank. They chipmunked her. Kind of like Sonica. Sonica was also pitched up. So her AI voice bank is finally the natural tone of her voicer. Yeah. So the reason that Eleanor AI sounds so deep is because they didn't pitch her up. It's her voicer's natural tone. Eleanor's standard was chipmunked. Like that's, she sounds it. If you pitch down Eleanor's standard, she sounds so much better. And natural. So that's why I'm so excited for Eleanor AI. Why so many voice banks are pitched up? Because of Miku.
ごめんなさいは
Yeah, sales. People like chipmunks. People like high-pitched things. Even in English. People joke about, oh, like the anime girls are so high-pitched, then they go and listen to Nightcore.
ごめん
Normalize blaming all your problems on Miku.
ごめん
Oh, bye Dakota, thanks for joining.
ごめんな
Is Nightcore still going? I like Nightcore, don't get me wrong.
ごめんな
I've never listened to a Nightcore YouTube video that was monetized though. So, okay. I get to be a little elitist about this. I used to listen to Nightcore before YouTube started monetizing videos. So I would listen to all this Nightcore stuff and it wouldn't be making the person who made it any money. But then once Nightcore YouTubers started to upload and monetize their stuff, I stopped listening to it because I grew out of it a little bit. And now I'm back into it and I just make it myself rather than give money to people who stole music. You know? So don't listen to Nightcore on YouTube. Unless it's released by the artist. I know Juby Nightcore some of her own stuff. But don't do it. They steal music. It's bad.
ごめんなごめんなさなさ
Get an ad blocker? Oh, true. That too.
なさい愛は届愛は届かん
Remember when the Kafu vote happened and the more natural option won, but they still released the pitch up version? To this day, I don't know why. There's a lot of conspiracy behind it. People assume it's because of CAF, the voicer's decision. I don't think that's quite true. Because in the end, she said that she was fine if the character sounded just like her, if the vocal synth did. My conspiracy, so don't take this as fact, take this with a grain of salt. In fact, you can pretend I'm not saying anything, but this is just what I think it is. I think they just already programmed the pitched up version. I think they didn't want to reprogram her. I think that's about it. I think they went in with that. And then they did a vote to make it be like, oh, well, everyone likes the pitched up version anyways, right? And then they didn't. And they're like, whoops, let's blame it on CAF. You know? Like, I don't think it's CAF's decision. I don't think it was her fault or anything. I think it's like a company thing.
愛は届
CAF being the voicer of Kafu.
愛は届かなかない
I'm gonna mute this for now so I can tune without being distracted by other vocal layers.
ごめんなさいは届かないよないよ ないよ
Can we get more pitched down voice banks? I think that kind of happens with like lower range voice banks a bit, right?
ないよ
Actually, not really.
Go-
I know that whenever I use like Gumi, like in Vocaloid, I would pitch her up a little bit. Or Rin for sure, you know, certain voice banks. But whenever I use like Kaito or Dex, I pitch them down a little bit, you know?
ごめん
I Oh, I also pitched down Ia AI when I use her because I'm using her for some things. Spoilers. I've been pitching her down just a tiny bit because she sounds much better.
なさいは
I feel like it really depends on the vocal tone because some voices pitched up just sound silly and some voices pitched down just sound silly, you know?
は届かん
I think I'm always trying to basically recreate what I imagine the voicer naturally sounds like or what they were going for when voicing, you know? Using the gender factor? Yeah. Yeah.
かない
Sometimes I pronounce Ia AI as yay in my mind. Yeah.
かない
Yeah, it's a lot of letters, huh? I saw an advertisement today for like A1 sauce, and I literally thought it was like an AI voice bank. I'm vocal synth brain rot, man. Ia A1.
かないよ
She just comes with a steak.
ないよないないよないよ
Love Saki AI a lot because pitch down or up she sounds really good. I'd agree.
ないよ
Like, okay, I guess for example, Rika is the type of character I would pitch up a little. Saki AI is the type of voice I would pitch down a little. You know what I mean? I think if I pitched Rika down, she would sound kind of weird to me. And if I pitched Saki up too much, she would sound weird to me. I judge immediately based on the vibes, like, okay, would they sound better pitched up or down? And I guess it also depends on character and stuff like that.
教えてごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめん
Oh yeah, Cyber Songman's range just makes me so sad. Because Cyber Songman has like, I don't know, 1 or 2 pitches, and those pitches are incredible, but he's only got like 1 or 2. And once he's out of those pitches, he just is like unusable.
ごめんな
Yeah, he's mono pitch, I think. I know someone said, no, he's not. And I was like, okay, you might be right. I'll stop saying that he's mono pitch. I'll stop spreading misinformation. But I'm pretty sure he is.
なさ
That one pitch is so good, but
ごめんなさいさいは届届かん届かない
why do your pitch bends sound so natural? Lately I've been doing this little bouncy thing where I make like a little cat head. I don't know if it's easy to see, but like I go like down and then up, you know?
届かない
So there's a little bit of variation there, and it sounds a bit more like bouncy. See the kitty? Yeah!
届かない
You could do a straight line, I think. It still sounds fine.
届かない
It's just not as like bouncy as I do. And you could do it faster. I used to just do this, like a really fast
届かない
pitch bend like that. That's how I tuned songs like back in ye old Sir Crush days. That's how I would tune Gumi. I wouldn't do this. I would do just like the flat, you know, like whoosh, stuff like that.
届かないないよ ないよないよないよごめんなさいは届かないない
I love the ability to add glottal stops.
ないよ
Ooh, it's pretty. I like that.
ごめんなさい
Curious to see how the kitty head would sound? Yeah! It's a lot of fun. It's really cute.
ごめんごめん
I just like the bouncy vocal style. It doesn't work for every song, though. I wouldn't do it for like a ballad. It's more for pop, for sure.
ごめんなさい
Is it possible to draw those curves by inputting an equation? I've been thinking of that. The way that I do my tuning, I feel like it's possible to like, I mentally am just like looking at what's ahead and being like, okay, that means I should do this. I have like an equation that I'm doing in my head, and I think you could translate that to like auto-tuning.
なさい
If that's what you mean.
さいははとはとは届かん
The year's like 2025, and we come out with like DLC for Synth V, and you're gonna be able to buy like a Vocaloid tuner's tuning style, and I'll never have to tune again because I have a whole program thing that just tunes how I automatically tune, and it does it perfectly. And you too could get it for the low price of 18 low payments of 25 low payments.
は届かないかないよかないよ
Alright, so how's the chorus sound? I added too many vibratos, I think.
教えてごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよ
I think I want to get rid of this vibrato. Because it gets rid of the impact of the last vibrato, you know?
ごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよ
Yeah. We could mix this real quick. Let's do that. Let's chuck it in a cover. Chuck it in the mix. See how it sounds. FL Studio, get out here. Okay, okay. Is that it? I think so.
What?
Whoa, that's kind of loud. Sorry.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない特別意味はないの外れを聞いたのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらないねえなんで痛いのやめてくれないの乾いちゃってどうしたらごめんの魔法はきっと聞き飽きちゃったんだねでも多分私も悪いところはあるからさこれできっ
Yeah, that's all I have tuned so far, so it's not all done. But yeah, I wanted to see how it sounded. I think it sounds pretty good. Let's see. I'm gonna go back here. So now I have a bit more to tune, quite a bit more to tune. Yeah. But first, I will be right back. So, BRB! Hello, I'm back. I also realized how long it's taken me to tune this far into the song. I only have like an hour left of stream. Should I try speed tuning? Should we try going? Should I try focusing? No more jokes, no more funny? Let's see how far I can get. Alright.
足足足足かに たに生き
Gotta go. Bye. Thanks for joining.
生き生きたたくはたくはなたくはない
Hmm.
たくはないない
Trying to get a vibrato there. I guess I'll just do that.
たくはない昨日昨日おおわおわおわわすわす
Eh.
忘れ忘れ忘れたいれたいれたい
Any covers planned for Miki? Oh, yeah. Got one.
れたいわ私は
And it might be a duet, but it will be very cute.
私はと
It was an underrated vocal synth? Well, I always thought Synth V was underrated.
私は
It's getting not as underrated, but
私は
I do think there should be more support for like Synth V and Chevio and stuff, because I think I like Vocaloid, don't get me wrong, but nothing lasts forever, and I think Vocaloid's reign is finally over.
とても
Which is okay.
とてもずれ
Change is fine. Change is fun.
もずれ
That's how we progress with vocal synths. Is how we get cool new sounding technology, you know? I think a lot of the Neutrino vocals are a bit underrated because they really pioneered, I think, AI voices.
ずれか
Like, the reason that so many people are doing AI voice banks, I think, is solely because of how popular Kiritan was on Neutrino, you know?
かたの
Like, she got so many songs. She was dominating the like, Vocaloid, like, weekly rankings or whatever.
かたの
Kiritan was really popular. Which is kind of sad that her popularity fell off with Chevio AI because they didn't capture that same tone that Neutrino did.
かすかすかす
Or she could still be popular and I'm just not looking. That's a very real possibility.
かすけかすけ
Mirai Komachi is what I call underrated. I don't think underrated is the right word. I think underpromoted, especially considering what big of a company she comes from. Like, she comes from Namco, and they just dropped her and barely promoted her. Like, what?
つけて
She also isn't that great. Not to be nice. Not to be mean, I mean.
て誰
She's very nasally. Her low range isn't that great. She sounds alright in the high range. She's not horrible, but Vocaloid did not do her voice any favors.
誰か 誰か か
I like this better.
誰か
The not as jumpy, like, note transition here sounds more fitting of the line.
か
Also, Lumi,
か
people abandoned. I think at the end of the day, it's not that people abandon a vocal synth, it's that their company stops promoting them. That's kind of what happened with Rana and stuff, you know?
助けて誰か
Because you kind of gotta look. I mean, I know it makes sense because of how much money she brings in, but do you see what Krypton still does with their voice banks, right? Like, Krypton consistently churns out content and supports Vocaloid producers making content with their voice banks so that they can continue to, like, you know, so that Miku and Luca and Rin and Len are kind of forever, like, figureheads of Vocaloid, right? Other companies do that as well. Una, I think the reason Una got decently popular was, one, she's an incredible voice bank, but two, her company kept promoting her and also would somehow find out every single tweet that mentioned Una, even if she wasn't tagged or even said. Like, even if the tweet didn't say, this is Una, they would somehow find pictures of Una and, like, retweet them. It was very scary. But they did that.
ねえねえ
I don't know how they did that, but it helped. Una has a company behind her, you know, that constantly promotes.
ねえも
A lot of companies just kind of stop promotion, and with that, the popularity of the voice synth, like, dissipates, you know? It's also why, like, with Western vocal synths, Dex and Dyna got so popular, because Empath P, Aki, took it in her own hands to make an entire concert, just, like, for them, to promote them. And people started to hear about Dex and Dyna, and I would say that they're some of the most popular Ingloids because of that.
ねえもしもしも
It's all about promotion, and there's a lot of companies that once they stop promotion, the vocal synth stops being used. Because at the end of the day, as a producer, whether it's subconscious or consciously, you don't really want to write a song for, like, a dead vocal synth, you know? At least in my case. Because I'm always writing songs kind of for characters, because I was thinking about this recently as well.
私
I started to write Vocaloid music back before people really focus on the producers, right? I've seen a lot of people come back to me, like they find me on TikTok again or something, and they're like, "Wait, you wrote this song?" Or someone else is like, "What songs did Circus write? I didn't pay attention to Vocaloid producers back when I was in Vocaloid, right?" So I'm in the era of, like, vocal synth producers where you don't even look at the producer, right? Like, you just look at the character. So I'm still in that mindset. I always write a song for a character. Whether they have a company behind them or a significant, like, fandom behind them, you know? Like, you asked about Pico. I wrote a song for Pico because there's other people besides me who liked Pico, you know? There is a whole, like, fan base behind it.
私の
And I always just kind of, when I use a vocal synth, one, it's like I want them to sound good, and two, I want to kind of have, like, I want to make them as make songs as content for people, you know, for someone who liked a character. And if a company stops promoting that character, then I don't have, like, a platform to stand on when I release that song. Whereas other Vocaloid producers, I think, can get away with using whoever. And because people focus on the producer name. I think starting with, like, Who would you guys say was the first Western like Vocaloid producer that people really focus on the producer rather than the Vocaloids they were using? Would it be Ghost? Do you guys think it would be Ghost, or would it be like Kira? They're around the same time, right? Either way, I think they're both examples of people focusing on the producer rather than the vocal synth they're using. So like Kira could get away with using like Saki AI and Ruby, you know? And Ghost can get away with using anyone, really. I think Ghost uses a lot. You know? Kira's later, Ghost is first. Yeah, so I think there's this like... I still have to, with me and with a lot of other producers as well, I write more so for character first and then for me second, kind of, like in terms of recognition. So I need a character to have a little bit of a platform when I release it, when I release a song featuring that character, for it to get any sort of recognition. I don't always care about that, but that is a factor for if I'm like... I would be lying if I said I didn't think about that sometimes, you know? At the end of the day, I normally go like, I just like this character, you know, and I'll still release like a Sonica song in like 2020 or whatever. Did I do that? No, I didn't. I did on Patreon though. Wink. But, you know, but like if I'm releasing it to YouTube, I'm going to probably switch that Sonica song to another vocalist that's more currently relevant, you know? Solely because once the company stops promoting, the fandom stops kind of being there. And then it's like, well... nobody's going to be looking up like Chica original songs in 2021, you know? Because at the end of the day, Vocaloid and vocal synths are a platform. They're how you find more music. They're cute characters, they're fun voice... I think they're fun voice banks to use first and foremost, but they're also platforms. And you gotta acknowledge that and be aware of that. So that was a very long rant as to why I think people abandon vocal synths. Because the companies stop promoting them, the fandoms dwindle, and they move on to other platforms to release songs on. And by other platforms, I mean other vocal synths, because those are the new ones are the ones that people will be looking up. That's why Kafu has so many new songs. Gus was the one that introduced me to Vocaloids? Nice! Love it when producers release their originals. They release it with multiple different voices and versions. Yeah, that's always fun. I'd love doing that on Patreon. Just because I don't want to clog up like my YouTube feed with like 5 versions of the same song. But I can easily just like make another version and send it out to people on Patreon. It's fun. Let's see. I knew a high school classmate who was obsessed with Ghost, and also knew what Vocaloid is? Oh, well, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's producer first, Vocaloid second, though. You know, like, they would listen to anything that that producer puts out, regardless of what vocal synth they used. Whereas with me, I still get comments like, when's your next Miku original? I want a new Miku song from you. Can you do a Pico song? You know, like, they want, like... For me, it's like, I don't care about you, I care about the vocal synth. Whereas with other producers, it's like, I care about you first and then the vocal synth. And I think that's just because of when I started. I do know there's plenty of people who like my music first and the vocal synth second, which I do appreciate, but there is still a lot of people who solely look up like Miku original song, you know. Circus was for me. Oh, shucks. I met the first person IRL who knew what Vocaloid was the other day because I was wearing a Miku shirt. Nice! First Vocaloid producer I heard was Livetune. Oh yeah! I thought every English Vocaloid song is just this cover. Right? People think that. People think that every English song is a cover. I still get comments on Copycat, like, who's the original song? Or Karma. Who's saying the original? You know? It's like, Rin did. Gumi did. I made those songs. This is the original. it also hurts when people respond to those with like, oh, I think Juby sang it first. I think it's a Juby original song. And I'm friends with Juby, and I never get mad at Juby. And I'm just like, this is so funny. You know what? You're right. Juby wrote it.
無視
Juby wrote Copycat.
無視し無視しした
Love Juby Phonic's original song World Is Mine, right?
したって
Oh, did I tell you guys that story? I think I've told this before, but it's still mortifying.
したって
I was in a health class or whatever, or it was like a mental illness like based class around like stuff, you know, in clown high school. And one of my clown classmates, like we had to bring a song that was related to like relationships of some kind, but like I don't know. I brought like it was focused on like the concept of like power and control, so I brought the Marina and the Diamond song, obviously, power and control, because like duh. And one of my classmates brought in Just Be Friends, and then they didn't say it was by Dixie Flatline. They said they brought in an English cover of it, and they said it was by the English cover artist. And I had no clue who that classmate was. I did not know that they even knew what Vocaloid was. I don't think they actually knew what Vocaloid was. I'm guessing if they didn't credit Dixie Flatline. And I was just sitting in the corner of that clown classroom like, oh, God. Because they had to play the song in front of other people, and they played Just Be Friends. And I was like losing my marbles because the second I heard like the... I was like, is that? And then it did like the like the bass, and I was like, that's Just Be Friends. And I was waiting for Luca, and then it wasn't Luca, and then I was waiting for them to say, oh, it's by like Luca at least, or Dixie Flatline, but no, they credited like, I forget her name, but it was some cover artist. And I was like, oh. So that's my interaction with Vocaloid fans outside of a anime convention. In high school. With uncredited Vocaloid music.
でいでいでい
Jiffy Phonic voice Miku, so true. The fact that Ghost was my first producer really changed the way I see Vocaloids compared to people who have been in the industry before. Yeah.
でいいか
Because there's certain producers, especially nowadays, I think it's really common with Vocaloid producers, that they have characters in the PV that aren't the Vocaloid, right?
いいから
If anything, it's almost like kid-ish to have your PV be focused on the Vocaloid character. Nowadays, it's like, oh no, there's a Vocaloid singing the song, Miku is singing it, Kafu singing it, but nobody expects Kafu to actually be in the PV. It's always an original character, and it's always a story. You know, you've got like the Nulute songs and the Suri songs and the Shudo songs and like all these songs and PVs that don't feature the vocal synth characters whatsoever, but use them. And which means that the vocal synths themselves get treated as an instrument, which is what they are. And which is, I'm okay with that.
いいからね いいからね
But I think it's just interesting to see where the focus shifted with vocal synths and what the current standard is for stuff like that, you know? At the end of the day, I still kind of want to just release songs for the sake of writing a song for like Luca, you know? Like I've always wanted to write music for someone else.
でいいからね
My dream in life, like with writing music, was to just never be at the forefront and to always write songs for someone else. Like to be like
我慢
like when I was really little and I was listening to like Britney Spears, right? And I would see the songwriter by like Max Martin. I'd be like, who is that? I've never heard of him. I want that. I want to write a world-renowned, like, recognized song and have nobody know who I am. Which, I mean, you know, monkey's paw. But it's really funny.
我慢
That's kind of perfectly fits with what vocal synths are, or at least what they were, you know? You're writing for Miku, you're writing for a character. But now we're back to, not back, but now we're starting to focus on the producers, which is great for most people. But for me, I'm like, do I want that?
我慢なら
Let's see. I once saw someone credit Fukase instead of the voice. And they responded, yeah, that's what. Oh no, weird. Oh, it was on TikTok? Oh. And that's. Well, I am a little surprised. No, I'm not too surprised. They were probably 12. Over 1 million subs and a good Sony voice screams official. Yeah, people just don't research stuff. So I think at the end of the day with vocal synths, I don't think it's much deeper than this is the most viewed version of the song with a human voice. I don't think there's any original songs with vocal synth voices. I think the human voice has to be the original. So they're like, Juby made it, you know?
ならもうな
Britney Spears, oh yeah, she's free. She is, I saw. So true. She's finally free.
もうなれ
I was so mad. I saw like an article headline when I found out, and it was like, Britney Spears is free. Now we know exactly what her net worth is. Here is how rich Britney Spears actually is. And I'm like, girl, time and place. God. I get it. She's probably rich. Like, we knew that. You don't need to go into the details now that she's finally free from like a horrible, horrible experience.
我慢ならもうなれなれっこ
That a lot of other people still go through, you know?
Go.
It's also prevalent in the Western music industry too. It's always song by singer, but written by another songwriter. Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to do that. I've always wanted to just be a songwriter, not like a singer. but because it's also wild. I remember going through high school. Oh, this is going to severely date myself, but it's fine. Going through clown high school. David Guetta was starting to get popular, right? And he's a producer. I think he was one of the first, like, in the 2000s at least, 2000s, 2010s, to get, like, on radio and get, like, songs attributed to him that weren't sung by him. So, you know, it would be, like, David Guetta featuring, like, Usher or featuring Nicki Minaj and stuff like that. And I remember a lot of people were like, he doesn't even sing in the songs. What did he do? You know? Like, what did he bring to the song?
また味
He made it. Girl, he made it. And then like Zed came out and people started to get, oh, they wrote this song, you know, like nobody, I don't know what we were doing before then. Yeah, Porter Robinson, like there's a bunch now. Marshmello, there's a lot. People who, like back then, people just genuinely thought that like Britney Spears wrote all of her own songs. She never pretended to.
ま
But we just all assumed. So then when we hear someone credited and we don't hear their voice, we're like, what? I'm glad we're past that, but that was such a weird moment with Western pop. But also it kind of influenced what my goals in life were, because I think I wanted to be that hidden name behind a song.
また味
Like, I do think it's weird, but I still want to be it, you know? I still want to be the name that people have to look up to find.
味わ
As long as I get paid enough to keep doing that, you know? I just like writing music.
味わって
A lot of artists would crumble when they need to credit the songwriter as the main person. Yeah. In K-pop, yeah. K-pop at least credits to the extent that early 2000s Western artists credited.
てくだ
K-pop is in such a weird limbo, I think. Not limbo, but in a weird state.
てくだ
Because a lot of the fans that I know are at least Western, you know? So they're like, what they speak English, they're Western fans. So I don't know the state of K-pop in like Korea, right? So I don't know if this is exactly the same. But it's always the conversation about a K-pop group
てくだけ
is always like, it's never that they wrote their own song, unless, you know, it's like a really big boy group because everyone thinks they all write their own songs for some reason.
け
But it's always about the budget. They're like, whenever they don't like how a song sounds, it's never that, oh, this producer's bad. It's like, oh, their company couldn't afford a good producer. You know, it's always about the budget, the money. Oh, this MV looks weird because they couldn't afford to get like better like camera work. You know, it's all comes back to budget and promotion, which is it's weird how Western K-pop fans focus so much on business aspects of it. You know, it's never like, oh, this producer just wrote a weird song. It's always like, oh, they bought a bad producer. They spent their money poorly. They needed more money to spend to get a better producer, which it's just a weird thing. That's just what I've noticed about K-pop.
てくだけ
Yeah, K-pop is so commercialized and everyone's kind of... The difference between K-pop being so commercialized and what I think Western pop was in like the early 2000s is Western pop in the early 2000s, everyone, for more so worse, but at least we could say we were naive about it, everyone assumed that all these Western artists were writing their own songs, like Britney Spears, Beyonce, all that kind of stuff. So we were just like, ooh, new Beyonce album, yay, like her songs, you know? But everyone's aware of it in 2021 with K-pop, like new Luna album, here are the producers, here's other songs they've produced, here's what we can come to expect, here's the MV like director, here's what we can expect from it. It's like K-pop now is being super aware of how commercialized it is and then commenting on funds, you know, like this, or like this comeback would have been better if they promoted our group better, you know? It's just back in the day when like, I don't know, when Lady Gaga had a weird album, everyone was like, she just had a weird moment. Never, oh, if she had a bigger budget, she could have promoted art pop better, you know? It's just such a weird rhetoric.
それな
Art pop is great though. Art pop's my favorite Lady Gaga album.
それなの なのに
The difference is that K-pop is more on the business side with less freedom. Yeah. It's just wild. I say this as a fan of K-pop. I do like K-pop. I think the producers who are being hired to work for these K-pop groups are incredible. I think that the visuals, the directors, the costume designers, everyone that they're hiring to work with these K-pop groups are doing like the most. They're doing like some of the best things.
それなのに
But I do think that they I hope they're getting paid ridiculously, you know? I hope if they're not getting the forefront of the credit, that they're at least getting paid immensely,
それなのに
you know? I know that K-pop idols themselves don't get paid enough, which I guess means that I should assume that the writers of the songs aren't either.
に消しに消し
I think here at least people somewhat knew that they didn't write their songs. An artist to write some songs that was openly talked about in a positive sense. Yeah, true. I remember that time a producer made a how to make K-pop song YouTube video, and and a producer for some actual K-pop group sampled it. I saw that. I remember that. I watched that video that YouTube created for a while. They did some neat stuff because they imitated a lot of other producer styles as well, and they just did so good. It was wild. Mentioned Lady Gaga. Must think of that one concert from her where Miku had a 20-minute guest appearance. You mean the Art Pop tour where Miku Hatsune opened for Lady Gaga with her 30-minute set that included hit songs such as World Is Mine and Glass Wall by Guitar Hero Piano Zero, and I think Sharing Your World by Big Head? I would know because I went to see it. That was the concert that I met Empath P at. We went to see Lady Gaga and Miku. It was really fun. As a second-gen K-pop fan, a lot of K-pop members turn to solo careers. Yeah. All Is Mine, Glasswall, Story Rider. That was the Big Head song. Talia World. Yeah, that was it. I was close. Reflexes. Yellow, that sounds about right. It was like 2013, 2014. And I think that's when Yellow was like really popular. Oh, this note is completely off pitch. It's coming through comments to try and find that funny TikTok comment. I genuinely think Rice didn't want to do this, but I do think we should make our What is Vocaloid video and put it on TikTok. Gotta go. Bye, show. Thanks for joining. Because, like, here's the video. I think that would work great on TikTok. Like, I think this knowledge is important. I guess the only downside is that it's so 16:9 that trying to put it like vertically would not work. This is Vocaloid and only shows Synth characters. This is Vocaloid. Don't you know this is what Hatsune Miku turned into? Hatsune Miku got a name change. Her name's now Koharu Rika.
それなのに消したはずなのに夢に見ちゃうのよ。私ものよ。のよ。
This is Vocaloid and it's all Love Live characters with a robotic voice filter.
私も
This is Vocaloid and it just cuts to like Snow Halation, but it's not even funny. It's just the actual version, the original version of Snow Halation.
私も
不思議だね今の気持ち Just no jokes. Not even like the funny version that's a mashup, just the normal version. This is Vocaloid.
ダメダメかもねもね
This is Utao, and here we have it Utao with a somewhat niche following, Miku Hatsune, best known for her hit song, Just Be Friends. So true. Ooh, redeemed hydration. Okay, okay, hold on. Let me
もね
listen to how this sounds so far. Let's start at this verse.
明日に行きたくはない昨日は忘れたい私はとても辛かったの助けて誰かねえもしも私のことを悪者にするなら無視したっていいからね我慢ならもう慣れっこまた味わってくだけそれなのに消したはずなのに夢に見ちゃうのよ私もダメかもね
Alright. We're almost at the triplets part. We're almost there. But first, let's hydrate. So, you know what they say. If an entire Twitch chat drinks water at the same time, then something will happen. So, grab your water. And on the count of 3, let's take a sip. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Delicious. Did you hydrate? The big guys will sip. Oh. Is your camera properly calibrated? Oh yeah, it is. It's just when I drink from something that like covers my face, so then I stop moving. Just like this. Nothing happened? I think one of you didn't drink water. I think that's the answer to that. Who didn't drink water? I drank milk? Oh, it's okay. I forgive you. But that's why the thing didn't happen. May or may not have been too lazy to fetch my water bottle. Oh, yeah, that would have been it. I didn't. Oh, you guys gotta hydrate with me. Come on.
ささよならさよなさよならさよならのま
Always keep a water bottle nearby me. Me too.
にど
I was always decently hydrated.
にど
Which is why when I do because I see a lot of YouTubers do like hydrate and stretch redeems or whatever, because most of them are like computer gremlins who like are dehydrated and haven't gotten up for 7 hours. But I drink a lot of water, and I also constantly am getting up.
にど
Not on stream because I feel like that would be annoying, but like outside of stream,
にど
I get up like plenty. Like I'm walking around all the time.
にどにどにどか
Which is why when I do the redeems, I try and get you guys involved because like I don't need it. Some of you,
か
some of yous.
か
Also, I want a circus stretch redeem. That's just the T-pose.
か か
Looking forward to your second Vocaloid? Nice! Who are you gonna get?
Mo-
Sometimes you hear the thong from your water bottle? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's always there. I'm always drinking water.
もうい もう
Word for hydration, I would almost never drink water? You gotta stay hydrated.
もう一度
But I'm glad that I could help remind you guys to drink water.
もう一度な一度な
Let's see. I want to make this sound like...
一度一度なか
Why is it like that? Nan-cha.
なじゃ
There we go.
なじゃってで
Okay.
で
Your table sounds like you have a million things with springs in them on the table. I've got... My table's actually pretty clean. It's my mic arm. It's got a lot of springs on it. Because that's just how it works, you know? But I like to have a clean desk space.
もう一度なじゃってなじゃって
Adjustable, so true. And springy.
忘れて
I do have some things on my desk. It's not like perfectly clean. And I think my gamer moment, my like stereotypical gamer moment is that my monitors are propped up by books. That I don't have like, everyone's like, ooh, I got like monitor arms and I have 3 monitors so I can move my monitors wherever I want them to go. My monitors are propped up on books. This one's propped up on 2 copies of the Stardew Valley guidebook and 1 copy of like World of Warcraft Arthas. And this monitor is propped up on like Hatsune Mix and 2 like Japanese dictionaries. In case you wanted to know what kind of books I buy.
忘れて
Feel free to not answer this because it might be controversial, but do you think there are any voice banks that are overrated? I can see why most voice banks get popular. I'm trying to think. I think Flower is misused a lot. Flower should have gotten popular because she's one of the strongest belters of Vocaloid. But I think Flower is used in ways that she shouldn't be used a lot. They're like, oh, I'm gonna make a Flower song. Let's pitch Flower up and make her breathy. It's like, at that point, literally use anyone else. If you don't want a like deeper timbre, shouty voice bank, use a different vocal synth, you know? I think they use Flower wrong. I think a lot of people use Flower wrong. So I think she's overrated in the sense that she's just become a name, kind of like Miku, that people use on their songs even if it doesn't quite fit. And I think Gumi English is overrated in the Western Vocaloid community. She's not it. She was great. She had her moment. She shined. We can let her go. There are others.
忘れて
So those are my two opinions, I suppose. Gumi English slander. Yeah, like I like Gumi English, but she's like me about to release a song with Gumi. No, same. I've got song plans for 2022, and it's no surprise that one of them has Gumi. But like, at least mix it up. You know? Like Kira's doing it. Everyone's doing it. Gumi had her moment. She's not the end all now. We've got all these synth Bs coming out. I genuinely think if you loved Gumi, the new Gumi for 2022 should probably be Henri, right? I think Henri is gonna be the new Gumi. Oh yeah, Henri will be better than Gumi English. Yeah, right? I think Henri should be the new Gumi.
痛みの中で会いましょう
This part's gonna be tough to tune because there's not much to tune because it's so fast.
痛みの中で会いましょう会いましょう会いましょう私痛みの中で会いましょう会いましょう私
My other thing with Gumi, and I feel so bad saying this, I used to be like a huge Gumi stan before she got her English voice bank. Because people hated her at first.
私だけ
When Gumi first came out in 2009, they were like, ew, what's this color scheme? Why does she look like a carrot? Gumi's so ugly. She looks so silly. And I was like, she is adorable and I love her. And then she got an English voice bank and everyone was like, oh my gosh, she's the best, you know? So I feel a little bit of that like hipster like resentment.
痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所けの
Like, yeah, she looked like a carrot, but that's what made her so cute, okay? Shut up.
けの居場所
If you didn't like me at my carrot, you don't deserve me at my most used English voice bank, you know? I will hipster gatekeep Gumi.
けの居場所
You know, I'm gatekeeping Gumi. You know, that's it. You can't like her anymore.
けの居場所ここ心隠すし心隠すし
Stream is so late for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I will be ending in like 20 minutes. Whoa. I'm gonna be real here. I don't know if I can tune the rest of this song because then the entire chorus is like
ねえなんで痛いのやめてくれないの乾いちゃってどうしたらでも多分私も悪いところはあるからさ息してもいいのかな教えてごめんなさいは届かごめんなさいは届ごめんなさいは届ごめんなさいは届ごめんなさいは聞こえごめんなさいは聞こごめんなさいは聞こごめんなさいは聞こ私がいなくなれば
this song has a lot of vocals. So yeah, we're just now getting to what here?
痛みの中で愛
We're not even halfway through. Look at this bar. Ah.
痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心
Okay, but she does kind of pop off there.
心隠す死にでしょうほどきし死にでしょう死にでしょう死にでしょう超ほどきか超ほどき方はないしょたわなたわなたわないしょ
I'm going. I'm tuning.
たわないしょあ
I'm doing my best.
たわないしょあたわないしょ悪魔
Why is she down here?
悪魔の声悪魔の声悪魔の声
People say Synthie is the easiest vocal synth to tune. It's because you can draw on the notes. You can't do that in Vocaloid.
悪魔の声に
You need to go into tuning Synthie without any Vocaloid mindset. Like, forget everything you learned about tuning Vocaloid. Which might make it difficult.
声による
Any Vocaloids that you love the design of but are indifferent to the voice? Oh, don't worry about asking me questions, though. They're fun. I think the prime example of that is Mayu. Love Mayu's design. Love Mayu's character. I'm always a fan of Yandere. But, she just sounds like... Alright.
声によるしよる師匠師匠師匠師匠師匠か
Utao pitch editor is my favorite tuning method. The dots? You can do that in Synth V, but I hate that. Can't relate. I understand why you like that though, because especially if you get used to it.
返すや
Oh, you mean like the plugin with the dots? Oh yeah, I did like that. I will give you that. I liked that. I got that plugin and it did help make Utao tuning a lot easier. I agree. I like the tuning.
返すや
I don't think it's my favorite, but it is fun to use.
返すつやいつやいばつやいばわいしょ
Guys, I'm so sorry about your points. I'm gonna have to BRB again really soon, right before the stream ends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, but this does kind of go off. The breath? Ooh. We love a vocal synth that knows how to breathe.
痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死にでしょうほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による死傷返す刃は一緒
Alright, I'll tune the rest of this in a little bit, but I apologize. I have to be right back. So I will BRB. Hello. I'm back. How you guys doing? Should I get back to tuning? Probably should, huh? So did you guys notice with this song that there are no instrumental breaks? The song straight up, hold on, like let me... The song is 3 minutes and 40 seconds of constant singing with no instrumental break. 0. Isn't that kind of wild? Alright, let's get back to tuning. So what do we have for this part again, right?
痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死に化粧ほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による死状返す刃は一緒あ
あなたが好きよ Something like that, right?
あなたがす
Yeah, okay.
がす
This part is important, at least to me. I think it's one of the parts of the song ever, you know?
好き好きよきよ
Like the song, but I feel like it can get kind of dense. Yeah. Although I think it makes sense with how the way that Milgram is. This is meant to be a song that's a look into like a teenage girl's mind. Right? Like it because these songs come straight from like their minds and their memories. I feel like if you looked into a teenage clown's mind, it would just be like constant words, no instrumentation.
きよきよ きよよ心隠す死に化粧痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死に化粧ほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による死状返す刃は一緒あなたが好きよ痛み
I like how this sounds so far.
痛みの中で
I will say... No, I'm not going to do it preemptively. Okay.
の中で会いましょう
I will wait until the very end of the stream, but I'm just going to say that the way I wanted to tune this song was in two passes. I'm doing the pitch time first, then I want to edit like the tension and the brightness and all that kind of stuff to make it more emotive.
会いましょう
Which I shouldn't have I thought I could do that in like 3 hours. I guess not. I guess it takes me a bit longer.
私
We did get quite a bit distracted though.
私だけ
I was gonna say that I would just call it done if I got all the pitch bends done, and then just like when it released as a cover, it would sound a bit better, you know? And oh, I just tweaked it a little bit, but it was still actually done. That was my plan. But I don't think I'm actually gonna get done with the pitch bend.
私だけの
But I'll wait till the end of the stream so that we can actually see. You never know. I could suddenly like fall into a time loop and then like have all of it done, right? And then the time loop just like finishes and suddenly it's done. Like it's like a jump cut,
だけの居場所
but like in real time. Tweak the dynamics in the editor sometimes for certain things, but
だけの居場所
not usually. Whoops.
だけの居場所
Okay, I don't compress AI voice banks quite as much. I do compress them a bit, but not like as much as I do Vocaloid voice banks because they have noise in them.
だけの居場所
I compress them about as much as I compress real vocals, which is a lot lighter. Also, you gotta go. Bye, Tokura. Thanks for joining.
こ
This stream is definitely real time and not pre-recorded, right? You could. It'll be really funny if I showed up with a pre-recorded stream, but then like, you would be so suspicious because you would see me either not interacting with chat, which is weird for me. I try to at least, you know, or I would be interacting with like a fake chat that would be on screen but wouldn't be real, and it would just be so jarring. Right, Rice? Rice, you made some great points in the chat right now. I gotta agree with what you're saying right now. You know, it'd be like that, and Rice wouldn't be here.
くすしにくす
Like, that'd be so weird.
心かくすしにげすしにげしょ 寿司にでしょ
So because you become so productive.
寿司にでしょ超ほどき方超ほどき方は合わない
Okay. Nine minutes remain. Oh, I'm gonna try and at least get through the bridge.
合わないしょ合わないしょ悪魔
There go my points. I'm so sorry. How much did you bet? I didn't actually look.
悪魔の悪魔の声に
300. Oh, that's fine. That's not even a hydrate redeem. You're fine.
声によ
That's all in the name of gambling, right?
声によるし
I don't condone gambling, but I do condone channel gambling, which Twitch condones because they have it as an option.
声による死者
It's 1/23 of British.
死者
Limit myself to only 169 per bet. That makes sense. It's good to have a limit.
死者死者
Again, it's like a gotcha game.
死者返すよ返すやつやいばはばわいしょばわいしょばわいしょあ
do kind of have an idea. Well, I'm going to finish this line first, just so I finish it before stream ends, which is in like 7 minutes. What if, like, for this part, it was like... It's kind of staccato-y, you know? You know? But a bit more tuned, of course. New Eleanor AI covers about to drop? Ooh, of what? Oh, a tattoo song. Huh. That was unexpected. Nice. Eleanor AI or Solaria might be the first voice banks to actually buy. They sound so good. Yeah, I'm really excited for Solaria. Hehehe. Oh yeah, and Qingsu. Qingsu's so good. I will say that Chinese, at least like the Quad Dimension girls, are pretty easy to make sing in English. And based on how the Japanese AI voice banks sing in English, like you could hear that, like they had the end H breath sample isn't all glitchy. I think Chinese AI voice banks are going to be ridiculously powerful for English. Alright, so we've got the verse down. We could probably at least put together what I've got so far. But yeah, I'm not going to finish the entire thing in time. There's just so much to this song. I'm sorry. I suppose that means I've got to decide the fate of the prediction. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I'm sorry to those who are losing 529 channel points. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it in time. Well, I tried to mute my desktop audio before the FL sound happened. Oh well. So. What? All right, so here's what we've got so far. We're pretty far in. We're like over here, but still. No, wait, we're like right here. I don't know where we are. But I'll play what I've got so far.
私がいなくなれば消えればよかったのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらない特別意味はないの外れを聞いたのもう来ちゃったしちゃったこんなにも私はいらないねえなんで痛いのやめてくれないの乾いちゃってどうしたらごめんの魔法はきっと聞き飽きちゃったんだねでも多分私も悪いところはあるからさこれできっといいのかも生きてるを感じたよ息してもいいのかな教えてごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよごめんなさいは届かないよ明日に行きたくはない昨日は忘れたい私はとても辛かったの助けて誰かねえもしも私のことを悪者にするなら無視したっていいからね我慢ならもう慣れっこまた味わってくだけそれなのに消したはずなのに夢に見ちゃうのよ私もダメかもねさよならの前にどうかもう一度なんちゃって忘れて痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死に化粧ほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による死傷返す刃は一緒あなたが好きよ痛みの中で会いましょう私だけの居場所心隠す死に化粧ほどき方はないしょ悪魔の声による死傷返す刃は一緒あなたが好きよ
And that's all I have tuned. Look at how much more of the song there is. There are no breaks in this song. Splash, hello, I'm just about to end. Welcome. Oof. Yeah. We tuned up very far into the song. This song is constant vocals. I don't know if you can see. Constant vocals. They never stop. Moon never stops singing. Which means Rika should never stop singing in this cover. But that's that. She does have a lot on her mind. She did do things. Stuff and things. She wasn't decided guilty, right? She was like innocent, even though she straight up murdered someone. Spoilers. I mean, not spoilers though, because it's like, I mean, if you've seen the PV, you know what happens. But yeah, Eleanor demo premiering, nice. I'm gonna listen to that after the stream. But thank you all so much for coming. I'll be back here on. Oh, did someone just start their stream? Rice, did someone just start their stream? Is there someone that I could maybe ring? I will be here on Tuesday morning. We're playing some Genshin Impact, you know? And I'm going to be on Discord tomorrow playing Animal Crossing. But until then, I hope you guys have a great start to your week. I'm a little out of it. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming, and we could try and rate Mika. I think Mika just started her stream. I think Mika just started a Animal Crossing New Horizons stream, but like just started. Yeah, why not? So if you guys want to watch some Animal Crossing, stick around, but if not, totally fine. And I hope you guys have a great stream. I hope you guys have a great... I'm just saying words now. Bye! Ah!